Hey, yo, viewers, George here to do another George Talks About. I know, there's like a bunch of them coming out. It's because there's a bunch of good games coming out, and I'm missing a lot of my quota. So, I'm talking about a game that came out on the Xbox Live Arcade. So, for those of you who don't have it, tough shit. I don't know. Sorry. So, this game's called Fire Pro Wrestling. Now, I don't know too much about the Fire Pro series. The Fire Pro Wrestling series, or Pro Wrestling series, or what the hell it is. Hell, I barely follow wrestling to begin with. Essentially, it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was like an arcade game that had some licensed fighters or something like that. Anyways, after multiple times being ported and remade and games being constantly pooped out on other consoles, like I've played the one on the PS2, where you actually get to create your characters, and I think either FromSoft or Agetec has something to do with it. Oh. Anyways, so they recently released it on the Xbox Live Arcade, and what they've done is utilize the avatars for this one. So you do get to create your character, and what's really cool is not only can you use the clothing options from the avatar's normal menu, there is actually in-game avatar clothing for your avatar to wear. Sort of like what they've done with the Full House Poker game or whatever. I've never played it, but I know they have the same system going on over at that game, where there's in-game clothing for your avatar to wear during that game, which is really cool and it's interesting. Incentive to using avatars, and I always highly support games that try to use the avatars for something more than just I'm an avatar, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Sort of like a Joyride. I like playing as my avatar because he looks cool. So, is this game any good? I think that's the main question. Is this game any good? If you're into wrestling games, yes. Yes, it is very good. If you're into fighting games, yeah, it's pretty good. It has a 3D terrain, so you can move around all over the place. Hitting sometimes is a bit of a difficulty. It might just be me. Sometimes it's like, I'm trying to hit you, and it doesn't really connect too much. I really don't have too many complaints about this game. It's actually really fun. There's online multiplayer. It uses the Fame, the Star Avatar Fame thing, which, whatever the fuck that is, does stuff. I don't fucking know. I feel so unprepared doing this, and it might sound like it, but I have actually played it. It is a very fun game. It's a little bit of a challenge if you're into the fighting things, if you're into the wrestling games, and you're sick of using their character customization. You're like, damn it, I just want to play as my avatar, because he looks cool, and he's wearing the freaking Crazy Taxi t-shirt that I got as an avatar award from playing Crazy Taxi for 5 hours, which I did, because that game's awesome. Great way to segue into that. So, it's 800 points. I think that might be the only problem I have with it, is 800 points is a little steep. Maybe wait till it goes on like a sale or something, because it doesn't feel like an 800 point worthy-esque game, but it is a lot of fun. Sorry. It's a lot of fun. You get to use your avatars. Something really neat that none of the other Avatar games I've played, this one actually utilizes the props that you have. Because you know how wrestlers, they enter the ring and they do the little thing. One of the little things you can do is use prop. So like you could actually use the props, which actually makes really cool in this sense. So like my guy enters and he can have like the whatever character things I have run around him from that one game. Oh man, I wish I remember that game. That game's really fun. So, yeah, I think that's really interesting. I was like, damn, that's cool. More games should do that, somehow utilize the props. Which, like I said, that's interesting. It's another game that uses avatars, and it's actually a really good one, because the avatars don't just sort of, like, sit there or stand there or, like, use a simple moving thing. They actually go around punching, kicking, doing flips, throwing other avatars around. Like, half the stuff they do is like, wow, I did not even think the avatars would be possible doing this, because they're not just doing, like, the idle animations we've seen them do countless times. It's like a whole new set of animations. It's really cool. And I was really excited to see that, and yeah, there's a bit of a RPG thing to it. So like your avatar will gain some XPs and whatnot, and you can like distribute points so like their health, their vitals are a little bit better, their luck might be a little bit better or whatever. That's a really cool idea because I think more games should utilize some sort of RPG system to it, because that's what people like. They like the character progression, and it definitely shows here. Not only the fact that you can actually make your character look how you want them to look, you can also make them to the ideal strength that you want and whatnot. So like you have them like full power, be cool, and then like over 9,000. So that's Fire Pro Wrestling. I know this seems a little short, but I mean I don't have a whole lot to talk about it. I felt like people should know about this game, what they're getting into. It is a little pricey at 800 points, but if it goes on sale or something like that, or like there's a price drop, which might happen like, I don't know, 5 months from now, maybe, definitely pick it up. It's a lot of fun. There's an online component, so if you can talk your friends into grabbing it as well, there's a lot of fun to be had. I'm gonna try and like talk Hudson into it so I can just beat up his avatar, because that's all I really want to do. Just want to beat Hudson up. It's my secret initiative. I hope Hudson's not watching this. Oh no. So until next time, keep on gaming.